Well, this is kind of a crazy development and seems a little bit unreal, but as we're about to find out, right from President Trump's mouth, or I guess his Truth Social account, this is very real. Tim Walz begs President Trump for mercy and is actually willing to work with President Trump as President Trump deploys his border czar to Minneapolis, who's going to work directly for the president. Also, Trump confirms that Ilhan Omar is actually under criminal investigation. This is wild, crazy developments. All I ask from you guys is to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's free to do. Let's get into this because this is wild. But first, we got to catch up with the Tim Walz drama, right?
So my question is, what's the plan, Donald Trump? What is the plan? What do we need to do to get these federal agents out of our state?
Well, how about you stop inciting violence, you freaking nut job?
Many of us grew up reading that story of Anne Frank. Somebody's going to write that children's story about Minnesota.
Yeah, I don't think it's that deep, bro. You can try to LARP all you want. It's not really working.
Is there anything you can do to meet the Trump administration, at least part of the way, to try to turn this down?
Well, first of all, it's not a serious attempt, and the Attorney General sent that in. I would thank the local folks and Commissioner Snell. Thank you to you and your team over there. In that letter, they talked about, you need to hand people over who are in your jails. They're taking credit for people that we've had in jail for a long time. We always hand them over, and the Commissioner very clearly. So they're lying. They're lying. This has nothing to do with fraud. As the Attorney General said, they're not sending us forensic accountants, and these are things that have been we're dealing with now and have been for quite some time. So look, it's not a serious attempt to get at this. The way to fix this is get these folks out of here. We've continued to work with them. They asked us for these numbers. We provided them. We continue to show, and they're not serious. And look, I think everybody understands what the last request was, totally unrelated to anything on the voter files. This is, again, as the Attorney General said, Donald Trump telling everybody that the election was rigged, who started all this nightmare for America, has nothing to do with it. And I would just give a pro tip to the Attorney General. There's 2 million documents in the Epstein files we're still waiting on. Go ahead and work on those.
I mean, yeah, sure, release the Epstein files, but also hand over the illegals, bro. Come on, stop deflecting.
If it was the intention of Donald Trump to make an example of Minnesota, then I'm damn proud of the example that the world's seeing. We believe in law and order in this state.
Law enforcement, yeah, that's great.
We believe in peace, and we believe that Donald Trump needs to pull these 3,000 untrained agents out of Minnesota before they kill another person, and we're up here telling another story of a Minnesotan just trying to live their life without the interference.
How about you stop literally incentivizing people to go and fight ICE? You're literally responsible for the death of people, the unnecessary death of people. So late in the day yesterday, President Trump took to Truth Social and said, that is why I'm hereby calling on Governor Walz, Mayor Frey, and every Democrat governor and mayor in the United States to formally cooperate with the Trump administration to enforce our nation's laws rather than resist and stoke the flames of division, chaos, and violence. 1. Governor Walz and Mayor Frey should turn over all criminal illegal aliens that are currently incarcerated in their state prisons and jails. 2. State and local enforcement must agree to turn over all illegal aliens arrested by local police. 3. Local police must assist federal enforcement. 4. Democrat politicians must partner with the federal government to protect American citizens. In addition, I'm hereby calling on the United States Congress to immediately pass legislation to end sanctuary cities. American cities should be safe sanctuaries for all law-abiding American citizens only, not illegal alien criminals who broke our nation's laws. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I mean, that is a pretty factual and fine statement to make. But here's where it gets interesting. I am sending Tom Homan to Minnesota tonight. He has not been involved in that area, but knows and likes many of the people there. Tom is tough but fair and will report directly to me. Separately, a major investigation is going on with respect to the massive $20 billion plus welfare fraud that has taken place in Minnesota and is at least partially responsible for the violent organized protests going on in the streets. Additionally, the DOJ and Congress are looking at Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, who left Somalia with nothing and is now reportedly worth more than $44 million. Time will tell all. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Trump. So there you go. You have Ilhan Omar, who's actually going through or under criminal investigation. That's pretty interesting.
This morning, just breaking in the last 30 minutes or so, Dana and Bill, the president is sending border czar Tom Homan to Minnesota now. He just announced it on Truth Social. He said, I'm sending Tom Homan to Minnesota tonight. He has not been involved in that area, but knows and likes many of the people there. Tom is tough but fair and will report directly to me.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be pretty groundbreaking. And here he is.
6% decline. 96% less people are coming. How many women aren't being raped? How many children aren't dying making that journey? How many women and children aren't being sex trafficked into this country every day? How many known suspected terrorists aren't just walking across that border? President Trump and this administration is saving thousands of lives every month. Hard stop. That's just a stone cold fact. I'm just proud to be a part of this. I work with Steve Miller every day. Steve Miller is one of the most brilliant people I've met in my entire life.
There you go. He's going to go in and he's going to fix Minnesota. Wow.
It's disgusting that the Attorney General at a time like this will come out with that disgusting rhetoric. As everybody knows, as the governor himself knows, as the Attorney General knows, as the mayor knows, after the incident happened, local law enforcement decided to come on the scene, and they lost the crime scene. Protesters and rioters overtook that crime scene. It was not federal law enforcement. It was not Border Patrol agents that did not preserve the crime scene. That is just blatantly false. And so it would do everybody in this country a lot better if honesty were spoken from the leadership in Minnesota. But we're going to continue to do what we do every day, which is the right thing, and investigate, and we'll go from there. And it's
yeah, local law enforcement, I mean, has completely dropped the ball when it comes to this. They have not been willing to work with the federal agents. They have not complied with President Trump. It's been an absolute shit show. Police can't even get to certain areas because they have literal barricades. From the position that this is being filmed, they've actually blocked themselves in. You can see kind of right next to my camera at the bottom left. They've literally blocked themselves in. They barricaded themselves in. They've used everything that they can possibly imagine to deter police from driving in, from police from walking in. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. But the groundbreaking news is what President Trump just posted recently. Governor Tim Walz called me with the request to work together with respect to Minnesota. It was a very good call, and we actually seem to be on a similar wavelength. I told Governor Walz that I would have Tom Homan call him, and that what we are looking for are any and all criminals that they have in their possession. The governor very respectfully understood that, and I will be speaking to him in the near future. He was happy that Tom Homan was going to Minnesota, and so am I. We have such a tremendous success in Washington, D.C., Memphis, Tennessee, and New Orleans, Louisiana, and virtually every other place that we have touched. And even in Minnesota, crime is way down. Both the Governor Walz and I want to make it better. President Donald J. Trump, as of earlier this morning.
Served on the China Commission in Congress, ironically enough, as co-chair with Marco Rubio. We used to bring in Chinese political prisoners, and we would ask them, when we speak up and call out your government, is it bad? And they said, well, in the short run, it's bad because they torture us. But if you don't speak up, they will torture us and forget about us. And the idea is right now is we have to be speaking up. We have to call it out. You are doing everything, and our neighbors are doing everything. And I can't stress enough on this. We're winning it because we're doing it with Minnesota grit, Minnesota humor, Minnesota decency. Oftentimes talk about this, and I know people are discussing this a lot. I spent a lot of time with John Lewis on nonviolent resistance. The resistance matters. We're not telling people to be silent, but we're not telling people to go out and cause problems. We're going to cause good trouble.
Yeah, you're causing problems, but it seems like all of that is turning over a new leaf, and we're going to see some progress towards Minneapolis and Minnesota coming back to a sense of normalcy. I hope that this does work out, because I've been saying in recent videos, as we've seen the escalation in tensions, that it feels like it's going to get significantly worse before it gets better. And I don't know what that looks like. I don't even want to say it out loud, because I don't want to, jinx or have that, as like some sort of a prediction. I think that having the left and the right united, people, Democrats like Governor Walz actually shutting the hell up and working with President Trump, working with his administration to solve this, I think that that's really the path forward, because what they've been doing, they've kind of been incentivizing violence. If we're all being honest, like anyone with common sense can kind of look at what's happening and like, yeah, no, these people, they want chaos. They want division. It's bizarre. So hopefully this is the end, but I want to pass a question off to you. How do you feel about this? Do you think that this is legitimate? Like, this is a real post. Donald Trump actually said these things about his call with Tim Walz. So do you think that they're going to work together, or do you think that this is going to be catastrophic? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.